Okay, I'm audio recording. It's Dave Ridley signing in for RidleyReport.com, and I'm standing here with Lieutenant Dan Boynton.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
Yes.
From Laconia, from Lakes Region Facility?
Yep.
It's the jail in the Laconia area, basically.
It's actually the state prison.
Okay, the state prison there.
Yes.
And the state is considering closing it down, is that correct?
Correct.
And you're here to oppose that, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay. Why is that?
Well, there's a lot of reasons why we feel as though the Lakes Region facility should remain open. Part of it is one of the major concerns of ours is the safety and security of staff throughout the whole Department of Corrections, and the other reason is for the safety of the civilians, because if they let some people out of the system early, they haven't completed programs, they're getting out in the street into an economy that absolutely doesn't exist right now. There's just so many negative reasons to close this place down, and one of the other concerns that I have is the bottleneck system within the prison system, because closing down Laconia affects New Hampshire State Prison for Men, it affects the halfway houses, and also NCF, which is up in Berlin, New Hampshire, which we fought hard to get open to bring some job stability up north.
Well, now, if I understand correctly, are they trying to release mostly nonviolent offenders or violent offenders?
That's the original plan. However, there's a lot of things behind the scene that people aren't aware of that, basically I can't really disclose a lot of that information. The crimes that they're incarcerated for are nonviolent, but a lot of these people get involved with gang activity. We have basically some information of people that have paroled out, committed other crimes while on parole, and another concern, like I said earlier, is the fact that there aren't any jobs for these people for home confinement, because part of the stipulation is they have to have a job, and it seems that a lot of these things are kind of being waved off to the side.
Don't you guys have quite a few criminals that are just, victimless criminals who are there for drug offenses or for driving offenses that aren't, necessarily threatening others, suspended license, that sort of thing? Aren't there a lot of folks that really do need to be let out of prison that aren't a threat to others?
Well, originally, like their first crime that they possibly have committed, yes, but these are also habitual offenders and people that have committed the crimes over and over and over again. I personally look at someone that sells marijuana in a school zone as really not harmless. To me, that's a very serious crime, and I think right now people are putting blinders on it, stuff like that, which is a concern of mine that because of a financial crunch, we're going to allow people to sell drugs in a school zone, affecting my kids and other local areas' children.
Well, now, there's been some concern, I think, it's on the part of libertarians around the state that they complain a little bit about when they see public servants appearing in uniform because they don't really want to be forced to pay, I guess, for the uniform for someone to testify against their position. Why do you wear a uniform to these?
Well, because we're actually proud at what we do. One of the things is we're not that old cliche as a guard. We're actually correctional employees and professionals, and what we do is we try to improve the safety of the environment and the citizens of New Hampshire. We actually have a mission statement that we feel really proud of. Our own commissioner actually came up with a new mission statement over the past couple of years that we've seen to have now, because of a financial crunch, kind of put off to the side. And, we are professionals, and we actually had a long discussion about coming down here in uniform, and the only way to really get our point across is to stand strong as a team. Lakes Region Facility, if that shuts down, that affects Northern Correctional Facility, it affects the New Hampshire State Prison for Men, it affects all the environments, Concord, everywhere around as far as the citizens of New Hampshire. So we want to stand strong as a team. I have people here from Concord. I got some guys coming down from NCF, because we are a solid team, professional.
All right, Lieutenant. Well, I don't necessarily agree with you, but I appreciate your openness and willingness to go on the Ridley Report.
Thank you.
Good to meet you. All right, this edition of the Ridley Report was brought to you by the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance. As I'm always saying, if you go to the State House and you shake your fist back and forth, you'll hit a member of the New Hampshire Liberty Alliance, because they're everywhere fighting for your freedom. Dave Ridley signing out for RidleyReport.com.
All right.
Thanks, Lieutenant.